Welcome everyone to the very first ever King of Games tournament on this channel. This is a brand new segment on this channel where I will be hosting 8 or technically 9 different tournaments on this channel to decide who the true King of Games is. First of all, I just want to give a special shout out to Dylan from Yubel Everything. This was very heavily inspired by his tournament on his channel that I've been helping him out with. It was a lot of fun doing the Best Friends tournament with him, and I'm excited to do the villains and every other tournament that he wants to do with me. It's been a very fun collab, and I'm excited for that. I asked Dylan if he was cool with me hosting tournaments on my own channel as well, and of course he was excited for that, and he thought it was a great idea, so I decided to do it for mine. So special shout out to my boy Dylan. I love him so much, and I'm happy I get to do this on my channel. So I hope you guys will enjoy. Okay, so let's talk about how this works. So I will be taking 8 different characters from DM all the way to Vrains, and I'm going to be randomly selecting them and putting them in tournaments. So there's going to be 9 different tournaments. So there's 8 tournaments where 8 characters will be selected at random to face off against each other. Each tournament is going to have only one main protagonist in each tournament to see if they're able to hold up against different rivals and villains and everything else, side characters and everything, to find out who wins. And then all 8 duelists who become King of Games tournament in each of their tournament will face off in the final tournament to decide who the true King of Games is. That is how this tournament is going to work. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of twists and turns. I can't wait to see all the different matchups. Remember, these duels are not scripted, so don't expect your specific favorite character to win because he's the MC and the favorite character. Don't expect that. This is completely unscripted, so anyone can win. It all depends on the hands you get and how each opponent is able to outplay each other. So this is going to be very fun, a lot of twists and turns. I can't wait to see what the outcome of the very first King of Games tournament is. But thank you guys so much for watching. Please enjoy. I will be in the chat as well, so you guys can talk to me while you're watching this live, which is going to be awesome. Enough talk. Let's find out who the true King of Games is. Let's duel. Alright guys, we are finally here at the semi-finals. If you guys haven't watched episode 2 yet, that was part 2 to the quarterfinals. So go watch that first to find out who the winners were of the quarterfinals, and then come back here to watch the semifinals. But I'm excited because we're finally here at the semifinals and we get to see who makes it to the finals to decide who the first King of Games is. So I'm really hyped up for this. So for the matchups from the semi-quarterfinals, we had Rory defeat over Ghost Girl, then we had I defeat over Yusei Fudo, and then we had Edo defeating Joey Wheeler, and we had Kaito Tenjo defeating Revolver. So those were all the competitors that won during the quarterfinals. So those are the people entering into the semifinals. And yeah, so it's gonna be some hype matchups. So for today's video, we're gonna have I versus Rory. We can see if I is able to take Rory down or vice versa. We'll see how that goes. And then we have a really cool matchup, a very interesting one, which is going to be Kaito Tenjo from the Yu-Gi-Oh! Series versus Edo Phoenix, the pro duelist himself. So this is going to be very interesting. These are some cool, unique matchups. Everybody performed really well in the quarterfinals. Very powerful performances. So this should not disappoint. And then we'll get to see who wins between the two and face off in the finals to decide who the first king is going to be. But anyway, guys, I love you guys so much. Let's hop right into the duels. All right, so now we move on to the semi-finals. We have I versus Rory. So just to keep it simple, guys, it's basically, can I find a way to get around the Nightingale combo? That's pretty much it. So let's find out. I'm not going to go through all the effects because we've already seen them in action. So let's just go through it. All right, Rory summons a Lyrilusk. She special summons another one. And then she adds one from her deck to her hand. She special summons Slower Swallow. Then she tributes it to activate its effect to draw 2 on the next turn. Summons 2 more Lyrilusk overlays. Alright, so we already know she brings out her ace monster Nightingale onto the field. And then she ends her turn. Alright. And right now she has Cobalt attached, which means she can't be targeted. So now I have to figure out a way to get around this. He summons the Dark Ignis. Summons the Link 1. We already know. Alright. He's going to add the field spell to his hand. Activate the field spell. Special summon the light one from the hand, adding I Meet You from the deck, activates I Meet You, reveals Fire Phoenix to add the Fire Ignis to the hand, special summons an Ignis from the hand, and summons a Link 3. So now he's going to go for his ace. As we already know, he's going to go for Dark Templar. Alright, onto the field, perfect. He activates the effect of the graveyard to protect Dark Templar from being destroyed by card effects. Summons the Fire Ignis. Activates the effect of Dark Templar to special summon the light one and the dark one from the graveyard. So he cannot go for his Link 6 yet. Okay, so now he special summons the water one from the hand. He summons a Link 1 with the fire one to summon Link Karibo. Okay, interesting. Alright, so then he activates the water one, tributes. Okay, he tributes the Link to add the ritual to the hand. Activates the ritual spell card. I ritual summons into Water Leviathan. Activates Water Leviathan to bounce the Xyz back. So now Rory will activate the effect of Nightingale to detach, so she won't take any damage this turn. But this will return Nightingale back to the extra deck. So now she's wide open, but she's protected for the turn, so it doesn't matter. Then he decides to do an overlay to summon the Light at Ignis or Ignis. And then sets 2 back row, attacks directly, and ends his turn because he can't do any damage. And then I Meet You burns I for 2300 damage due to the secondary effect of I Meet You. Alright, Sower Swallow allows her to draw 2 cards. She activates Quill Pen of Guldos, targeting 2 wind monsters in the graveyard, shuffling them back into the deck, and then bouncing a monster on the opponent's field. So she will bounce the Light at Ignister. Then she'll activate Bird Call to add Canary to the hand. She will activate Canary, special summoning one from the graveyard along with Canary. Then she'll activate the other one to add another Lyralust to the hand. She'll overlay the 3 of them together to summon back her Nightingale onto the field again with 800 attack points. And Black Canary will attach another one from the grave. So now that's 4 materials. So now attacks directly. I activates the trap card. The trap card that I activated is called Eye Shadow, so he increased the attack of his Water Leviathan by 800, and now Nightingale is forced to attack Leviathan, so she cannot attack directly. She has to attack Leviathan, so that's one way to get around Nightingale's effect. So let's see if this works. So she detaches, so she won't take any damage, and it won't be destroyed. But she is forced to keep attacking the Leviathan. She has no choice because the trap card Eye Shadow says all monsters must attack if able, so she's forced to use up all her materials, well, only one of all her direct attacks onto Leviathan Dragon. So that's really good. That's going to come really in handy. Now she has to figure out a way to get around that trap card in order to even do any damage to Eye. So he draws Fighting Spirit, special summons the Fire Ignis, adds from his deck to his hand, and then Templar activates his effect. So he will special summon the light one from the graveyard, and then he will add the earth one from the deck. He'll special summon the earth one, activate the earth one to add I Love Fusion. Alright, Link summons for a Link 3, summons the Fire Phoenix. Alright, Fire Phoenix will attack Nightingale. Nightingale activates the effect, so she won't take any damage, can't be destroyed by battle either. And then Fire Phoenix activates its effect. When it attacks, it deals damage equal to its attack, but your opponent takes no battle damage. So Rory takes 23, so that's a smart way to get around Nightingale by doing some burn damage. Then he activates Link Karibo, tributing Dark Templar in order to special summon it onto the field. So that's just there for safety in case if Rory activates any trap cards. Alright, so Rory switches Nightingale to the fence. She has nothing. She does have Icarus face down. So let's see what happens here. Okay, so now Fire Phoenix will attack, dealing burn damage again. So then assembling Nightingale will activate her effect, attaching, so she takes no battle damage. Then she activates Icarus attack to tribute Nightingale to pop 2 cards on the field. And then Link Karibo will negate the effect. But since she already activated Nightingale's effect, she won't take damage for the rest of the turn, and she avoided the burn damage as well. So looks like she survives another turn, but can she top deck into something to come back right now? Let's find out. What does she draw? She draws into Bird Call. Amazing. So she drew into her Searcher. She activates Bird Call, searches Canary. She special summons Canary and special summons one from the graveyard, which is Cobalt, I think. Yeah. Then she adds another Lyralus, and she does the whole combo all over again. Summons all 4 of them, and then she adds Sanctuary to her hand. She overlays 2 of them to summon her ace back, to summon Lyralus Promenade, and then she overlays again. Okay, she's going for something different now. She summons Recital, so Recital Starling will boost up the attack of Promenade, so she will gain attack points. Okay, so she attaches one from the graveyard. Okay, so now Promenade has 2100 attack. So Promenade gains a 500 attack for each material attached to it. So now she activates Sanctuary to attach her other Xyz onto it. So now it will gain even more attack points. So she's not going for the direct attack game. She's trying something different this time. So this is awesome. So let's see what she does. She'll attach. So now she'll have 5 materials. She's at 3500 attack. She activates the field spell Rising Current. So now all wind monsters gain 500 attack and lose 400 defense. So now she's at 4100 attack points. So now she's going to go for a game with battle damage without any direct attack. So this is good. She attacks. But now I activates the Fire Ignis' effect from the graveyard. At the start of the damage step, he can pop the Link monster that she's attacking on the field. This will avoid the battle damage there. And then Fire Phoenix's effect activates. When it's destroyed by a card effect, you can destroy a card on the field. So then he destroys the Xyz. Oh man, that sucks. And it doesn't target either, so it's a non-targeting pop. So that is not looking good. So now Fire Phoenix will bring itself back to the field, and I think this will be game right here. She attacks directly with Leviathan, and that is game. All right, Rory lost here. I found a way to get around, the direct attacks and all the, damage, and was able to do some burn, and I finally got the win against Rory. That was a tough one, but it was quick and straight to the point, and I was able to get around Nightingale and the rest of the monsters. But yeah, so Rory, you did an amazing job. Your deck is very fast, very aggressive, very powerful. I'm very proud of you. All right, I moves on to the finals. All right, so now we have Edo versus Kaito. Let's see who wins. This is going to be a rough one. All right, let's see. Who goes first? We have Edo going first. He activates Pot of Greed, draws 2 cards. Nice. He sets a monster, activates Clock Tower Prison, and ends his turn. Okay. Kaito's turn. All right, Clock Tower activates. He gains a counter. Kaito special summons Thrasher and Shining Angel, overlays for a rank 4. He summons Galaxy Photon Dragon. Nice. He activates its effect to add Galaxy Soldier to his hand, discards a light monster to special summon it, and then he gets to search a Galaxy monster, and then he makes Galaxy Soldier level 8 with his Xyz effect. So he will add Galactic Karibo, very nice, and then he sets a back row. He attacks, but Defender has too much defense points. Alright, so now it's Edo's turn. Drew D cubed. He activates D cubed, discards 2 cards in order to special summon 2 more. He activates, D Mind, okay. He adds Plasma, tributes 3 monsters to summon Plasma already, turn 2, well, turn 3. He equips Galaxy Soldier, and then attacks into his Xyz monster, dealing 1500 points of damage to Kaito, and then attacks again. Thanks to the effect of D-Force, Plasma can attack twice per turn. So he attacks directly again, and then Kaito activates Galactic Karibo to special summon Galaxy Ice Photon Dragon from the deck in defense, and then redirecting the attack to it. Then he banishes Galactic Karibo to protect it from being destroyed. Alright, so he managed to survive from losing right there. He almost lost. Okay, so now 2 counters on Clock Tower Prison. So now Kaito will equip Photon Orbital onto his Galaxy Eyes. He will send it to the graveyard in order to get a search. He will add Afterglow, and we already know what's going to happen. He special summons Afterglow. He overlays them to summon Prime Photon Dragon. Then he Xyzs for his Chaos Monster. Alright, he's going hard right away. Very good. Able to get over Plasma. Okay, he has 4000 attack. He attacks over it. Nice. So Kaito's Chaos Xyz monster's effect was negated thanks to Plasma, so he only had 4000, but now that Plasma's gone, he gains all his attack points that he would have gained. So now he's up at 64. So now Plasma's dead early on. He managed to get over it in 1 turn. That's awesome. So now, now Edo has to figure out a way how to come back from this. So he sets Fearmonger, ends his turn, and then Clock Tower activates. So now he has 3 counters. So now Kaito will attack all his monsters. So he kills D cubed. D cubed will activate, sending malicious to the graveyard. Then he'll kill Fearmonger, and then that ends the turn right there. Kaito didn't draw any extra monsters, so he can't get more direct attacks. Edo goes. He activated Fearmonger's effect to special summon this Commander Defense to draw 2 cards. Okay, very nice. Then he summons Diamond Dude. He did not get a spell card. He activates Malicious, banishes it to summon another Malicious. He tributes all of it to summon Destiny Hero Dogma. Then Dogma will, he'll end his turn with that. So now it's Kaito's turn. Dogma will activate, cutting Kaito's attack in half, and then we get one final counter on Clock Tower Prison spell. So now Edo takes no battle damage, and Kaito's at 900 life points. So now Kaito will attack his Dogma, but then Edo will activate D Shield in order to switch it to defense, and now it can't be destroyed by battle. So now, Edo has a perfect shield right now. Clock Tower Prison, he can't take any battle damage, and now his Dogma cannot be destroyed by battle, which is really good. So this is good. He managed to survive. He's very good. Can he finish Kaito off, though? Let's see. So he drew D Tactics. He set it. So now it's Kaito's turn. He's not drawing anything good. Okay. Edo activates D Tactics, which during the standby phase, all hero monsters will gain 400 attack. So that's during each player's standby phase. So now Dogma's at 3,800. He ends his turn. So he's just playing defensive for now until he can find a way to get around Kaito's ace monster. So now, once again, Kaito ended his turn. Dogma gained 400. He's at 42. And then Kaito, I think, ended his turn as well. So Kaito's just not drawing anything. As you can see, he's bricking. He's got nothing. So he kind of, I mean, he could summon Vanisher, but Vanisher is not able to attack. Cannot attack the turn it's special summoned. And also Kaito only has 900 attack, so it's probably not worth even summoning it. Alright, and he has nothing to get over D Shield either. Alright, so another counter on Clock Tower. Alright. Whew! Alright, whose turn is it? Alright, it is now Edo's turn. D Tactics activates again. Now he has a lot of attack points, 5,000 on his Dogma. He ends his turn. He's slowly building up to try to get over his Galaxy Eyes. Alright, so now he's at 5,400 attack. So now Kaito will activate Photon Lead, special summoning Lizard. He'll tribute Lizard to add Photon Delta Wing from the deck to the hand. He'll summon it, special summoning another one from the deck. He'll overlay for a rank 4. He overlays into Starliage Photon Blast Dragon. So now he's protected. His Galaxy Eyes is protected from being targeted or destroyed by card effects. So that's good. That gives him more protection. So he decides, okay, so look, Kaito here decides to attack even though it's pointless because he wants to detach his Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon because he has a plan. So let's see. So he attacks into Dogma. Obviously it does nothing. So we will find out what that plan for Kaito really is. Alright. Edo draws. D Tactics activates again. So now he will have 5,800 attack. Oh, but then Kaito activates the effect of Photon Blast Dragon to special summon his ace from his graveyard with its effect. So here comes his ace back onto the field. So what's the plan here? He summons it in defense. Tactics will boost the attack of Dogma. Dogma switches to attack mode. Dogma will attack his Galaxy Eyes. Oh, but Kaito activates his trap card to negate the attack, and then Galaxy Eyes gains the attack of Dogma. So that's 9,800 attack. Edo sets a monster in the back row and ends his turn. Alright. So he tried to get over it, but it didn't quite work. So during the standby phase, Dogma grows in power again. Clock Tower activates again. So he switches. Okay, so now Kaito's turn. He wanted to get Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon on the field. So his plan is he's going to attack Dogma with Galaxy Eyes to activate Galaxy Eyes' effect to banish both of them. This will get rid of D Shield and the power boost. So now that's out of the way. And then he attacks with his Neo Galaxy Eyes to attack. And there we go. So right here, Kaito could have switched his Starliage to attack mode and attack directly, but remember, he only has 900 attack points. So if he does that, that would be rather risky because Dogma will come back. So it's probably too risky to switch that to attack mode. Alright, it's Edo's turn. He draws Polymerization. Ooh, that's a good draw right there. So D Tactics activates again. He'll boost up his monster, but he activates Polymerization to summon the one and only Destiny hero, Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer. We all fear him. Alright, D Tactics will activate since he summoned a level 8 or higher Destiny hero monster. He gets the Banisher card on the field. So he banishes Kaito's ace. Ooh, banishing the ace right now makes a huge difference because now he won't be able to evolve with his monsters because his ace is banished. Alright, so then Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer will activate. And then Kaito chains Photon Blast Dragon to detach to special summon his banished Galaxy Eye. So he brought it back anyway. Oh, that is awesome. Okay, so this is good. There's a lot of back and forth counters and chains here. He brings out his Photon Dragon back again. Destroyer Phoenix Enforcers will pop the field spell and then pop Galaxy Eyes again. Then Clock Tower Prison will activate special summoning Dreadmaster from the deck. His effect activates special summoning 2 Destiny Hero monsters from the graveyard. He chooses Diamond Dude and Disc Commander from the graveyard. So now Dreadmaster has 3,900 attack points. Actually, more than that, 4,200. He activates Diamond Dude. He did not get a spell card, but it doesn't matter because he has enough attack points to run over his ace. And now Kaito loses, and Edo actually manages to defeat Kaito without Plasma, and he was able to get over it. So there you go. Edo actually defeated Kaito. That is the duel right there. I hope you guys enjoyed. We are going to the finals, which is going to be Edo Phoenix versus I. This is incredible. All right, I hope you guys have been enjoying this. Let's see what the finals brings us. Who is going to be the first king of games? All right, guys, we finally made it to the finals. We have I versus Edo Phoenix. Let's see who's going to be the first king of games right here. All right, let's see who goes first. Okay, let's see. We have I's going first. He activates Signet Mining, discards a card to add the Fire Ignis to his hand. He activates the Fire Ignis to add the Light Ignis. Of course, the usual combo. He Link Summons for his Link 1. He summons his Dark Infant again. He'll search out the field spell. He'll activate the field spell. We already know it's the same thing every time. He special summons the Light Ignis. He adds a spell trap. He adds I Meet You again. He activates I Meet You to reveal the Earth one and add the Earth one to his hand. He'll special summon the Earth one to the hand. There you go. He Link Summons for his ace monster, Dark Templar, right away. We already know. He does that real smooth and easy. Alright, he activates Fighting Spirit to special summon the Earth one from the graveyard. Then he will activate Dark Templar, special summoning both his monsters. Alright, he is going for the big boss turn 1. Incredible. He adds Eye Fusion to the hand as well. So now he's going to summon his Link 6 monster in the very first turn. He's going to summon the Arrival Cybers at Ignister right away, and he sets a back row. And then he takes 2,300, so he better be very careful. So let's see. What is Edo going to do now? He activates Fusion Destiny. He got a pretty good hand. Alright, so he's going to summon with 3 materials. He's going to Fusion Summon Destiny Hero Dominance in defense mode because he can't get over it. Then he'll activate Dominance Effect to look at the top 5 cards and rearrange them. Then he'll activate then he summons Decider to place a Destiny Hero on the top of his deck. Then he activates Polymerization to fuse Decider along with his Malicious in order to summon Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer in defense mode. Keep in mind, guys, his Link 6 monster is unaffected by other card effects, so he cannot be destroyed. So he has to summon his monsters in defense mode for right now. But he has a lot of floating effects, Edo, so he's perfectly safe for now, but it's going to be rough. Alright, so let's see what happens here. He sets a back row, ends his turn. So now it is I's turn. So I draws the Wind one. Edo special summons Draw Hand during his opponent's standby phase, and then he gets to draw 1 card. He draws into Plasma, okay? So I's turn continues. He special summons the Wind one from the hand. Edo chains Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer, and then I chains Signet Backdoor, so he'll banish his Wind one, so that way he won't be able to pop it. So he'll banish the Wind one to avoid the popping, and then add the Water one to the hand. So that was very smart, so that avoided damage. So now with the Wind one, he got to send down Mari to the graveyard. You guys remember what this does. This negates an attack and negates a monster effect. So having that in the graveyard is going to be deadly. Then he activates his Link Monster's effect to pop Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer. But we already know Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer will come back during the standby phase. Then he special summons the Water one from the hand. He tributes the Link Monster to add the Ritual again with the Ritual monster. He will banish the Earth Ignis from the graveyard to set the field spell back to the field. Then he activates the Ritual spell card to Ritual summon Water Leviathan from the hand. Okay, so now we have the Ace plus Water Leviathan on the field, while the Boss Monster plus Water Leviathan. Then the Arrival will attack Dominance. Dominance will be destroyed. Dominance effect activates. He can summon 3 level 9 or lower Destiny Heroes from the graveyard, special summon them. So he summons 3. He summons Dreadmaster. He summons Disc Commander, and he summons Denier. So then Disc Commander's effect will activate. He'll get to draw 2 cards, and then Decider will also activate, and he'll get to place a Destiny Hero on the top of the deck. He chooses Dogma, and then he gets to draw that Dogma because of this command. Thanks to the effect of Dreadmaster, whenever he's special summoned, Destiny Hero monsters cannot be destroyed by battle that turn. So they are protected, but now main phase 2, he activates Water Leviathan's effect to decrease the Dreadmaster's attack to 0. And then he sets a back row, and I ends his turn. So now it is Aster Phoenix's turn. Edo. Alright, Destroy Phoenix Enforcer returns to the field. Alright, let's see what happens next. Alright, so Edo sets a back row. Destroy Phoenix effect activates. He pops the back row to pop I's back row in case of anything. Alright, then he summons Doomlord, tributes all 3 to summon Plasma onto the field. Alright, but then I activates Donmari from the graveyard to banish it to negate Plasma's effect. So unfortunately, Plasma was unable to absorb Leviathan to possibly get over the arrival. So that does suck. That's not good. That's not good for Edo. Alright, so Edo special summons Decider back from the graveyard. Puts Blade Master on the top of the deck. Then he banishes Malicious from the graveyard in order to special summon another one from the deck. Alright, then he tributes all 3 to summon Dogma onto the field. Okay, very good. He attacks the Water Leviathan on the field. He's wide open. If this attack goes through, he wins. Does it happen? Oh, no, 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 no. Here we go. So as you guys already know, the Fire Ignis, when it's in the graveyard, it could banish itself to destroy a Cyberse monster in the field. So it was able to destroy the Leviathan, which means the attack was basically canceled because he can't attack the arrival Cyberse. So he avoided that damage. But now it is I's turn, and his life points get cut in half thanks to Dogma. But he does get his Wind Ignis back to the field. But now he's at 850 life points. So if Edo can just do a slight bit more, he wins. Right now, Edo has 4,000 and he has a stacked field. So he might be able to live. Can I make a comeback here? It's going to be tough. Can Edo win? Alright, so Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer activates his effect because I activated the effect of his link, which means he could pop a monster, and then he chained the effect of Destroy Phoenix Enforcer. So he's going to, let's see, he's going to pop Plasma in order to pop the Wind one so he can't continue to Synchro Summon or Link Climb or whatever. I activates the field spell to special summon the Dark one, and then he adds the Wind one back to his hand. Fantastic. And he still has a normal summon, so he normal summons, and he sends another Donmari to the graveyard. Yeah, it's pretty much, it's scrapped there. He Synchro Summons for a level 7 Wind Pegasus. So Wind Pegasus will, so there's a couple effects from the graveyard that activate. So he special summons the Dark one from the graveyard, and then Wind Pegasus will destroy the back row of Edo. So this is not looking too good. He Link Summons for Link 1. He'll Link Summon for Dark Infant. Okay. Then, because the Dark one was used as material for a Link Summon, he gets to add a Spell Trap back to the hand. He adds Fighting Spirit. Fantastic. He activates Eye Fusion to fuse the Wind Pegasus with the Link monster to summon Earth Golem at Ignister. Oh, nasty. So now he takes no damage this turn. Then he activates Fighting Spirit to special summon the Water Leviathan. Oh my gosh, he's swarming the field. But can he get over the board here? I think he can. Let's see. Alright. So keep in mind, guys, thanks to the effect of Destroy Phoenix Enforcer, all monsters on the opponent's field lose 200 attack for each hero in the graveyard. So they're all pretty weakened right now. So right now, I's activated the effect of Water Leviathan to drop the attack of one of Edo's monsters to 0. So he chooses Dogma, so now Dogma's at 0. So now, is this game? Yes! Oh my god! Let's go! Oh boy, Edo has lost. He made it all the way to the finals, but unfortunately he was unable to get the win there. He almost had it. He brought him down to 850 life points. Obviously, he took a big chunk from his own burn damage eye with the I Meet You spell card, but even so, even with all the Destiny heroes, Dominance, Destroy Phoenix Enforcer, Plasma, and Dogma, and Dreadmaster, he pretty much used everything he had in his arsenal and was still unable to get over I's just insanely busted fast deck that can negate and do a whole bunch of stuff. But there we go, guys. That is the first winner of the very first ever King of Games tournament. That is I, the first ever King of Games, guys. Give the applause to I. That was a fantastic performance. Everybody performed so well. Oh, I am exhausted, guys. I know this was a very long video. I hope you guys had your popcorn, your drinks, and everything to enjoy it. But yeah, this was the very first ever King of Games tournament, and there's just more to come. So if you guys like this, comment, like, show your love and support so I can, you know, do more of this. Yeah, episode 4 will come in time. It might come a little bit later because I have to work on the second tournament and get the duels in and stuff like that. Thank you again for watching. I love you guys so much. If you guys want to see more of this, I will be glad to do more. Like I said, I want to do 8 whole tournaments and to find out who the true King of Games is. So if you guys really love this tournament and want to see more, just let me know in the comment section below. I love you guys. God bless you guys. It was a lot of fun making this. It was also very stressful. God bless you guys. I will see you guys in the next tournament. Gotcha. Peace. See you guys.